In Bolivia, the same party has been in government for over 20 years. This government has made titanic efforts to appear themselves as a democratic, indigenous-led government, as protectors of human rights and also as protectors of the environment. But picture this. Dozens of people in wheelchairs, legless, armless, blind people being pointed at with super pressure hose only for demanding for a correct income for the government. Does that sound democratic to you? Years after, the same thing happened. An indigenous march was severely repressed by military and policemen. In this march, there were even children and women who were beaten up by this police force. Does this sound democratic to you? It's 2009. There were some foreigners staying in the Hotel Las Americas. They were assassinated by the government and falsely accused of attempting to assassinate the then President Evo Morales. By this case, more than 100 people in the opposition were accused of terrorism, taken to La Paz, and unfairly prosecuted. Due to this injustice, I started writing opinion articles against the regime. I started gaining some notice, and I was called a troublemaker, a hardcore activist, even by the government, who put my pictures in national newspapers. It's 2019, and I was the main speaker, one of the main speakers, in the largest protest in Bolivian history. I asked to the citizens if they will disobey, if they will civil disobey the government if there was fraud. 2019, we went to the streets for 21 days. We made electoral control. We found the fraud. OIS came to Bolivia. They determined the fraud. So Evo Morales had to resign and put himself to exile in Mexico. Till this day, there is not one person prosecuted for this crime, for making fraud in electoral elections. After that, there was a change of president, but not a democratic transition. Luis Arce became president. This president is from the same organization as Evo Morales, and he worsened the situation in terms of democratic situation. That is Luis Arce, and he was economy minister of Evo Morales. Right now, there is more than 300 political prisoners. There are people even in exile right now. One of the main arrests that this government made was the people, the citizens that were leaders in 2019 in the democratic revolution. One of those people is the former constitutional president, Yanine Áñez, and also the elected governors of my department, Santa Cruz, Luis Fernando Camacho, who has now been in jail for 2 years and 5 months. He was kidnapped 2 blocks away from his house, blindfolded, put into a helicopter, and flew into El Alto City in a maximum security prison. It's called Chonchocoro. Me, as a troublemaker, and you, we have the urge to put ourselves in danger in order to try to make things good for everyone. Right now, I have an urgent mission. In less than 3 months, in August the 17th, we will have probably the most important presidential elections in the history of Bolivia. We need to make that electoral control again. We need to show the world the atrocities that are happening right now in my country, not only with political prisoners, but also a devastation of the economy and the rule of law. Please help me take out a friend of Díaz-Canel, of Ortega, of Maduro, of Putin, out of the government. You troublemakers, help me find democracy once again in my country. Thank you.